It's a native Clevelander, Chris Rose. We always love to see guys come back when you've succeeded and gone on to do big things, and that's you, man. Congratulations on a great career, and thanks for being here.
No, it's my pleasure. You know, my dad still lives out here, watches the Indians frequently. I've lived out in L.A. for 12 and a half years. I haven't called Cleveland my hometown probably since I graduated college in the early 90s. But it's still number one in my heart. Both my boys, they've grown up huge Tribe fans, Cavs, Browns, the whole works. So they're the only guys in L.A. that are walking around with cheap Wahoo on their head.
Well, we've seen you on Fox and obviously Best Damn Sports Show,
right,
and many other things. But right now you're on the MLB Network, and you're hosting a show called Intentional Talk with Kevin Millar. Tell me about that. What's that involve?
Well, if you haven't seen it before, it's basically two guys who love baseball, one who played in the bigs for 12 and a half years, and we just chat. We just dress like this. We have a fun time with the ball players. It's a nice, relaxed atmosphere. Kevin is one of a kind. If you haven't seen him much on television, I call him baseball's version of Charles Barkley, because he's a guy who literally will say anything, can say anything, and won't get in trouble for it. So whatever a lot of us at home are thinking and would love to say on TV, somehow he gets away with it and is able to keep a job.
Well, that makes it a lot of fun. Let's talk about the Indians now. What do you think about this team? Do you think they're a contender, pretender?
Listen, the lineup's tough. You know, there aren't a lot of boppers in this lineup, and we have to win a lot of 3-2, 4-3 games. Bullpen doesn't get a lot of rest. We don't have a lot of 7-1 blowouts in our favor, and I just hope that doesn't wear on us in August and September. But I love the grit of the team. I mean, you know, a guy like Kipnis really sets the tone, and Chu's had a phenomenal last few months. I think because of the lack of strength in the AL Central, we'll be able to stick around in September. And I don't think we're going to make a big deal. I think the guys that we basically started the year with are the guys we're going to have to win with. And that's okay. And I think it's the first to 86 in this division wins.
So do you think they'll make a deal?
No, I don't. I think we shot our bullets last year in the Ubaldo deal. He's pitched much better. Last night was as good as I've seen him. And I think that if he pitches like that, we're going to be okay. But I don't think they're going to make a deal.
You mentioned grit when you talked about some of these guys, and I want to bring up Chris Perez.
Yeah.
He's definitely
Are you
a
talking
character.
about his beard? What's in it? If so, I'm raising my hand right now. I don't have the answer.
You don't have the answer
No.
to that one. Okay. Well, we won't discuss that. He definitely looks like a closer, doesn't he? I mean, there's no question.
He looks like everything. My 11-year-old, got a chance to meet him today, is a guitarist, and he's a huge music fan, as we all know. Chris Perez, as he tweets his song of the day.
Yeah.
And I said, are you a musician? Do you play guitar? He goes, no, I only look like I should. But I don't. I mean, you know, he could have been like the background guy in Black Sabbath or something.
What is the national perception of the things he said earlier in the year? Because we know what we feel here locally in Cleveland, but on a national scope, what did people think about what he said about Cleveland and the Indians and other players?
I think a lot of people probably agreed with him to a degree, and I did. I backed him up almost 100%. I didn't love how he said everything, but I really understood what he was saying. My point is, I would never tell a person how to spend their good hard-earned money, just like you should never tell me, I should never tell you. However, if you have disposable income, if you love baseball, and it's the month of May and the team's playing well, and you're sitting there on your butt at home saying, well, I'm not going to go see him until July, late July, because I don't believe in him. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's wrong. If you like them, if you like the Indians and you support baseball, come on down and see a decent product. That's what I always said. Now, if you don't have the money to do it, then I'm not going to blame you. And he did come out the day afterward and clarify that comment. So at least he did. He kind of backtracked a little bit on that point. I like a guy that speaks his mind. You know, we're always saying, oh, guys shouldn't tell the truth. And then they should tell the truth because they're too boring to be on television. That's partially our fault. So when we get a gem like Chris Perez, what are we supposed to do?
Well, look, Carlos Santana.
Hey, what's up?
You ready for tonight?
Oh, yeah. I'm just ready every day.
Yeah. You okay? Can you work with that much bubble gum in your mouth? You don't chew that all during the game, do you?
Too much depends. Are we going what he's necessary?
Okay. All right, you got to go to work? Here, put your mask down. Let's see what you look like.
What are you doing here?
I'm taking the day off.
I want to know why do you not take a day off too? Why he taking? Why?
Are you suggesting he should take the day off?
No.
Jason, you're out of here. I have a new
Go to work.
co-host. Look at this guy. Do you notice how I stopped talking to let you ask the next question?
That's
Because
okay.
did you see how good that question was with the bubble gum? That's what we need on this show is
See,
entertainment.
that's the sort of insight we give you on Intentional Talk. We don't really talk much about about baseball and 3-2 sliders that are thrown in the 7th inning. We focus on the big stuff, like how many pieces of bubble gum you have in your mouth.
Chris Rose, native of Cleveland, Intentional Talk, 5 o'clock, right, on the MLB Network.
You got it.
Thanks so much.